Yeah, and you know what?
You know what?
I'm
How did
always
he learn? How did he learn that shit? How did he learn that shit from a priest?
hold on. We gotta actually like go live before we get into all the details, man. We're saying all the good.
Well, let me put you with the host because I don't know shit about this.
Who me?
So who's
I'm.
going to introduce this subject?
Well, yeah, you.
Alright, I guess I'm hosting today. Let's do it.
Okay, let's
Hey,
do it.
Rex, I'll introduce it and then I'll pass it to you to say what you wanted to say. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. You just gotta let me know when.
While I'm waiting on James.
Yeah.
I will say that I definitely need to update a few things, but anyway, we're live.
Oh, okay. We are live. Awesome. Okay. Welcome to the podcast. Okay,
It's a random
so
podcast that nobody bothered to tell me, but you know.
I got here's the deal. I got a Discord call and I have to like I have not got a personal Discord call in like years. So my phone, like my computer starts making this noise and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And
Oh,
so
that's hilarious.
I'm like pulling up all these apps to figure out what like first I thought it was an alarm. And then I pull up Discord and it's like, oh, Rick's is calling me. Okay. So then I answer it and he's like, hey, are you available to do the podcast? And I'm like, well, I'm sitting here doing nothing. So sure, why not? Right.
Well, at
And
least I
then
know what I need to do to get your attention then.
hey, it was scary as shit. I was like, what the hell is my computer doing? What is that noise? Like, I honestly,
Well,
like,
I'm
it
gonna
can,
tell you, Lanique. Forgive me. I didn't mean to get you startled up.
no, you didn't startle me. I was just trying to figure out what the fuck it was because it's been so long because I actually had a Discord phone call. I forgot that you could even do that. Okay. So, anyways, um,
Really? Did you decide to come on here to just meow at me?
no, so we are going, and then we had to wake Dean up because apparently Dean was sleeping, but Rich really wanted to do a podcast. So here we are. Okay. So we are doing a podcast and it's me. I'm not going to introduce myself because everybody already knows who I am. Me. I'm the only female on here. I don't need introduction. Um, and then we got Dean, of course, and then we got Mr. Ricks over there, and Mr. Ricks has a topic he wants to talk about. So, Ricks, you got 60 seconds to introduce your topic. Go for it.
And
Okay.
while you guys are doing
We
that, while he's talking his mouth off, let me call this fucker because this fucker is being annoying. Give me 1 second.
All right. Go ahead, Dean. I mean, Ricks.
okay. Here's the recent news about something about Diddy with 120 young, and these are not adults, people, and doping them up with horse tranquilizer. And we're going to get into the detail of that. But the point of it is talk about, as Monique talked about we got to protect our children. And look at this. There's a failure again. 120 is too many for kids. So we're going to focus on that.
Yeah,
And
I think
more
one is.
details. More detail. Go ahead.
All right, so, and so when he said he wanted to talk about this, I was like, okay, like I've been doing research I've been keeping up with it since it first broke, and it's one of the things I've been doing a lot of research on, watching a lot of stuff on, gathering information on. I really didn't expect to do a podcast on it, but hey, like I said, I already have all the information that has been come out, and unfortunately, I am well versed in what today's topic is, and so I do want to start with um one thing that I think we do need to make a disclaimer of. Although there is a lot of evidence that shows, you know, what we're about to talk about, and there's a bunch of stuff going like out there. The first thing I have to say is don't believe everything you hear or read on the internet, okay? Like, for real. Because a lot of it isn't actual fact or truth. And one of the biggest issues with situations like this is when people start flooding social media and everything with non-truthful facts, it actually makes the actual case harder. So, before you actually, like, if some things we're gonna talk about, if they're not 100% fact, I would just ask that you guys remember to make a disclaimer or say, like, allegedly, or, like, this is what we're being told, but we don't know how, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to speak like everything right now is factual, because there is a lot that is fact, but there are still some that is not. Do you understand what I'm saying, Rick?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. So, okay. So I will say this. There has been a girl, not a girl anymore. But her last name is Carter, or what her first name is. If I could, what her first name is, that would be great. I have the video up here, but I don't want to necessarily play it.
Is that the video I posted last night? Or that's
No,
a
it's
different one?
it's the one I posted this afternoon, in the other Discord. But she has been actually talking about her experience, and what Diddy and others did to her for a couple of years now. And this girl actually she went to CYS. She gave CYS 8 years of evidence. 8 years of evidence of what was happening to her, what was happening to other children that were a part of this, everything. And they hid it. They hid it. They took all the evidence. They closed the case, and now it's like it was never brought up to begin with. Like, it's nowhere to be found. She's been open about this. She actually has a victim affidavit that she filled out for the court. And some of the details that she gives is very, very heartbreaking.
Disturbing.
It's very, very disturbing. Very disturbing. But here's one thing that she did say. So, she was actually in foster care. Foster care. Okay. And the foster care program that she was in that particular,
Don't tell me that's Big Brothers or Sisters.
she didn't name the organization. Okay. She just said the foster care system that she was a part of was actually part of the ring. So these people would come to the county foster care, okay, we need this many kids. Who do you got? They would the foster care system would provide them with children. So that in and of itself is fucking insane. That we have foster care systems in these counties, in these cities, in these states that are supposed to be helping these children find loving families to
And
raise them
protecting.
and protect them. And these agencies are literally giving them to sex offenders and pedophiles, and it's fucking disturbing as hell, and it's heartbreaking and it's sad. But so from her words, the kids. So when you went to a Diddy party, this is how she described it from her perspective as one of the kids. Okay, so the kids were known as what they call party favors. All right,
Party
so these
favor?
party favors. Okay, so the kids would be put on a table. Mind you, the kids are naked. Okay, they'd be put on a table, and the people that come to the party will go to the table, choose the kid that they want, take that kid, and do inappropriate things with that kid. When they were done doing inappropriate things with that kid, they would bring the kid back and put it right back on the party favor table for someone else to come get. There could be up to 20 to 25 kids on the table.
Can I pause
They
you
were,
there?
yeah.
You know, I'm not trying to admit I do watch porn, but I do see that similar thing that does happen in frat parties. Very
Mm-hmm.
similar.
Uh-huh.
Very similar. And it sounds like the same thing to these young people, which is,
But
and they're not frat parties, but they're not too far different from what goes on.
yeah, yeah. But and I will say this. So this girl also says that there were different stations inside the party. So, one of the examples that she gave was there was actually a whole section, and she said they were each area was set up to for a certain fetish, like a sexual fetish you might have or whatever. And so, like one of the stations that she described was literally, animals. If you liked to do inappropriate things with animals, there was a whole section of animals that you could do those things with. Like what? Anyways, and she described one time when her and another girl that were on the table were chosen, and they were taken back to a back room, and they were forced to do inappropriate things with animals.
Sorry about that.
Oh no, you're fine. So I mean, it gets just, and I mean, just when you think it's bad enough, it gets worse, and it gets worse, and it gets worse, and it's in her affidavit. I'm going to show you this. In her affidavit, I'm going to read this real quick. Hold on. So in her affidavit, she names um Brian Christopher Williams, aka Birdman, aka Baby. Denzel Hayes Washington Jr. So not Denzel Washington, but his son. John Love Combs, aka Puff Daddy, aka P-Diddy, aka Diddy. And Jaisal Amon Robinson, aka Young Jock. And it says
Who the hell is a bigger fish involved in this?
there are so many people involved in this, you can't just say one person. But these are the four people that she named in her affidavit of truth. And she starts it off by saying the Playboy Mansion after party held in Simi Valley on or around 2009, 2010 while I was in foster care. It's trying to get to this. So it says, at this party, there were body cakes, which means that the kids would lie on a table and people would put food on them, and the party goers would eat the food off of the kids. That's like insane. Like insane. Mm. It got really quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting
Um,
there. My mind is flashing back. And, I'm going to go
you're
with
trying to
this.
process all this sick information, huh?
Yeah. And here's the thing is, back when I was young, I can't remember. I'm trying to remember Jim Jones. Do you know who he is, Lynette, by chance?
I don't
Yeah.
know who anybody is except for P-Diddy, but anyway.
Lynette, you know who Jim Jones is?
Yes, I know who Jim Jones is.
I'm going to start with that. He started with a little small church and all that, and he had all converted people. Somehow he had those people caught in a trap. And
Got your
then
shirt stuff.
when he started having a little trouble, he got them out of the country, going somewhere. I think it's like, I don't know if it's Jamaica or somewhere. I don't know where it is. And you find there like over hundreds of people died because they were poisoned. Because what it was, the government was going to step in. So what does he do? He kills them all. And
Yeah.
look at what's going on. We're hearing what's happening in these young people. These numbers are getting bigger. These are
Yeah.
organized activities involved. And when you say those agencies, somebody must have done something big to keep the government from stepping in.
Now, I'm going to say this, okay? So I'm going to read this next paragraph from this affidavit of truth, but I'm not going to say
Somebody
some
catch
of the.
me up, please, because I was on the phone.
Okay, so there is. I was talking about one of the a lady whose last name is Carter, and she's kind of been talking about her experience of being one of these kids at Diddy parties. She's been talking about it for a couple of years now, and she did an affidavit of truth for the court, and it has been released. So I'm just I was reading bits and pieces from it. I'll go back and read the first thing for you again, Dean, just to help you get a little caught up a little bit. So we were talking about the kids, and one of the things that she mentions here now, again, some of the words I'm not actually saying because we do have, regulations on the streaming services. But you guys should be able to understand what I'm trying to say by how I replace the words. Okay, so at this party there were body cakes, which means that the kids would lie on a table and people would put food on them, and the party goers would eat off the kids. There were a lot of celebrities at this party. Once everyone was searched and inside, the DJ sounded the music and the lights flashed, signaling that everyone was in and the doors were closed. This signaled that the party could begin. The kids that had been bought at the party were bought to be party favors. And then it goes and it says, party favors means that the kids are literally set on a table and had to wait for people to come choose them to do inappropriate acts. So that's where we kind of ended up before you came back, Dean.
Okay, now I got it.
Um, Now, for this next paragraph, I'm just going to give you guys a heads up in the chat. Give me 1 second. All right, just so that you guys have a heads up of what I'm switching out words with, okay?
You know, while you're trying to get a graph, I'm starting thinking Epstein's had a big sex a scandal. Diddy has a get sex scandal. What is next?
Oh, it only gets worse. It only gets worse. All right, so Rex, if you didn't read the chat yet, I did put in the chat what I was going to be uh
Okay. Okay.
saying, and yeah.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah. I know the
Oh,
word.
All
okay,
right,
but
That's the
yeah.
first word after the equal. I know that first
Okay.
word.
All right. Yeah, because so especially since we're talking about minors, I don't. There's certain words I don't want to say. You know what I mean? Um. So
I knew where you were getting at.
yeah, once they were done doing inappropriate acts, the kids were placed back on the party favor table, and someone else could then come and pick them out from the table and repeat the process. I had to have do inappropriate acts with so many people that night. I cannot remember them all. Stove. On the stove. Um, Party goers went into an inappropriate act frenzy mindset once the DJ started the music or turned on the flashing lights. No, this is the part that is like I told you, it's already really, really bad. But it goes from and it's crazy that it can do this given the circumstance, but it actually does go from really, really bad, really, 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 really fucking bad. Okay.
to
So
extremely graphic. I'm assuming.
yeah, like it's insane what they had these kids do. So okay, there were fetishes happening everywhere, and they kind of separated them into areas where specific fetishes were happening. For instance, the fetish of having inappropriate acts in blood, yes, in blood, was in one area, while having doing inappropriate acts with animals was in another area. People were just in a crazed and sexual frenzy. When the music started, I was sitting on the party favor table. The main room was big, like a ballroom. There were outlying doors around the edges of the room. Some of the doors were shut, but you could still see the food table, the party favor table, and many other things. There were different types of parties happening in different areas of the house. Yeah, don't worry. There's more, sadly. Okay. Um, So there was a comedian who wore a gold chain. He was complaining that he did an hour set, but there was no one to fuck backstage. Wow. This comedian um, performed inappropriate acts with me and laughed about it. And when I screamed for help, everyone was laughing and I ended up getting in trouble. Then I was told to have and do inappropriate acts on a table with another girl who was my age. Then they brought in donkeys, and we had to do
Mm.
inappropriate acts with the donkey. Like it is
What the
fucking
actual hell?
exactly. And then it says another girl and I ended up throwing up afterward, and they rubbed our faces in each other's vomit as a punishment.
Oh hell no.
Just a quick view.
Now,
When you said that
mind you,
with the donkey, I watched a movie about Romans where how they do it, and they take horses. I'm not going to say it. Just get the idea.
but but mind you, this is all at a Diddy party.
And I do
But
believe Denzel Washington even came out, but according to you, you said that he came out to defend his son or some shit.
Well, no, no. I said it. Well, I said it's convenient that that story about him going to a Diddy party and then cursing Diddy out and him and his wife leaving because they didn't want to be a part of that, that kind of scene. I said it's just it's a it's just shocking that it comes out at the same time that this truth affidavit leaks, and his son's name happens to be on the truth affidavit.
That's going to affect Denzel's uh, professionalism, where
So yeah,
they and he
Denzel and
may
his
not be
wife.
his acting career may be over.
Well, here's the thing. Denzel, it's there's video. Denzel did curse Diddy the fuck out at a party, and him and his wife left the party because they didn't want to be a part of what was happening. I give them kudos and credits for that. However,
But
if you
what
knew
about
that,
their son?
but
What
but
about
hold
their
on,
son?
but hold on, not even going to their son yet. I give you credit for not wanting to participate in that. But here's the next question. If that was that sick that you had to sit there at the party and curse him out because of what you were watching, why did you not tell anybody? Why are we finding
but let
out
me come back
now?
that. Well, let me come back that with this question to you. Well, in general, at this point, if you know, right, that all of this is going on, especially at a Diddy party, and the fact, and you're saying, oh, well, why didn't anybody speak out about it? It's the fact that if people were to speak out about it, it would turn into she's lying, he's lying, he said, she said, none of it, all of this is bullshit. No, this is all lies. No, we decided to just sweep it under the rug. I mean, this is Hollywood we're talking about.
Okay, and I
Yeah,
understand that, and I know
I'm
that.
gonna bring
Well,
I'm
hold
gonna
on.
bring up the point.
Go ahead, Rex.
Uh, I want to bring the point when Dean said about why didn't anybody speak up and all that. Didn't we get programs here? And we see movie programs or TV programs saying, when you see this happen, people, please speak up. That's been going on for 20 to 30 years, and still nobody speaks up.
Well, and here's the thing.
Well,
Here's the thing.
like for example, you want an example? Corey, one of the Corys, I can't remember. He spoke out about it, and everybody was like, "Oh yeah, nah, he's
Is that
lying."
that the one? Is that the one from Nickelodeon?
No, I think he's a different one. He's one of the Corys. I can't remember which one.
But you know what? You know what? You keep talking about it until somebody. Because here's the problem. If enough people are talking about it, if enough people are saying it happened, if enough people are providing evidence, you can't cover it up and pretend it didn't happen. The reason why Cat Williams, the reason why people think Cat Williams is fucking crazy is because he's one of the only people talking about it. He's been talking about it. 50 Cent has been talking about it. People have been talking about how 50 Cent is just butthurt because this, and that. No, 50 Cent has been exposing Diddy for fucking years. And everybody told him he was
So
fucking
have
crazy.
Eminem. I still have Eminem. Eminem literally made a song about Diddy, and
But the
everybody thought it was
problem
hilarious.
is you have 4 people openly talking about it. 4 people. Yet you have thousands of other people pretending it didn't happen and covering it up. If those 4 people are going to be deemed crazy until other people actually start speaking the fuck up. When the majority is saying it happens, things get done. When only 4 people are talking about it for years, nothing gets done. So, yeah, people might
Yeah,
look at you and
it's
think
like,
you're fucking crazy, but no, you're just, if you knew what was going on, you let it happen, didn't say anything, you're just as fucking guilty as Diddy is.
well, here's the thing. Even Kat just said that it's 4 versus 1K, like a whole bunch of people. So they can keep saying the same exact thing, but they're going against millions of people.
Because the millions are quiet while the 4 are speaking up. If the millions
And
would
exactly,
start
and he also
speaking,
says one gets paid, and the other gets threatened.
well, and I think that's part of it too, because they're like, oh, well, Diddy's so powerful, he could have me killed. You know what? Diddy would have to fucking kill me. Diddy would have to fucking kill me to shut me up. That's part of the problem that's wrong with this world. Well, I don't want to die, so I'm just gonna let these kids keep getting abused, and I'm just gonna let this shit. No, no, because with that fucking mindset, I'm sorry, but you deserve to die. You deserve anything that's coming at you with that fucking mindset. Protect
You
yourself and
know,
fuck the kids, really?
when you said that, people not speaking up and Diddy will kill you, take a look at, and I know this is totally irrelevant. Take a look at Jesus. He spoke up and he ended up dying.
I'm telling
He
you,
took the
Diddy
I don't
courage.
know
Diddy
if
would
he.
have
I
to
He,
don't know if
kill
he was
me.
he
reading
took the
what he's
courage
saying
to
though.
let people know that something is wrong.
Diddy would have to kill me. That's all I'm saying. Because I wouldn't stay quiet.
No, 'cause I don't know if you're
Mm.
reading what Cat is saying.
Cat Williams has said a lot. Cassie has said a lot. But you know what? I'm gonna be that.
Not
This
that
might
cat. I'm
be
talking
an
about EpicKat.
okay. I know. Oh, on the chat. Hold on. I'm not even reading. Hold on.
Because he
Hold on.
says
I
that
have.
that's why we aren't partisan, and it says because certain people with money and no morals.
Yeah, I have to watch it. It up. I forgot to. I usually have it up, and I didn't bring it up today. So my bad. Um, but yeah, it's sickening. It's sickening. And like I said, you would have to kill me because I'm sorry, I would not. Um, I would not keep my mouth shut. I would be screaming from the mountaintops. And this might be an unpopular opinion, but Cassie can fuck off too, and so can Jennifer Lopez. They can both fuck off
Wait,
because
I
you
know
can sit.
Jennifer Lopez. Who was the other one that you said?
Cassie's the one that we got the footage of him beating up in the hotel.
Ooh, I have no idea who she is, but okay.
She was his girlfriend for a really, really long time. Okay.
Okay, well I
Um,
know Jennifer Lopez, but I don't know about the other chick.
but as far as I'm concerned, both of them can fuck off and go fuck themselves because you can sit
Hello,
there and play
EpicKat.
victim.
Hello,
They can sit
EpicKat.
there and play victim all they want. But we actually have video evidence that Jennifer Lopez fucked Justin Bieber when Justin Bieber was only 15 years old. So she's not much of a victim. She was having sex with them little boys too. I'm just saying.
Didn't they? Was Beaver even under Diddy's wing or part of Diddy's label or something?
He was not part of Diddy's label. No, he was with Usher. Usher took him to Diddy because Diddy did what he did to every other young person in the industry, and he did things with Usher.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You didn't hear about that? Diddy gave
No,
Usher
I
No
herpes.
didn't.
wonder, no
No, I
wonder
didn't. I
because
didn't.
when I saw Justin Bieber as he was an adult, something was weird about
What?
him. Something was weird about. I noticed that.
Y'all. Oh my gosh, y'all don't remember? Like, okay, a few years back,
I
there
do
was this
remember a
big
few
law.
years. I do
Look,
remember a few years back where Justin Bieber, like his whole demeanor, just went like completely downhill.
no, but listen,
Well,
listen.
there was something. There was something about he got arrested or somebody got arrested. There was
But
a
not
legal
listen.
case of it.
Listen, a couple years ago in the news, I was all over the news. Somebody was suing Usher. They were suing Usher for giving them general herpes. Okay. Then like a week later, P-Diddy was being sued by a girl for giving her general herpes. Who do you think gave the general herpes to Usher?
I'm assuming Diddy.
P-Diddy.
Ah,
And you can actually
that's
Google. You can
crazy.
actually Google. I'm sorry. You can actually Google that. There are actual news reports about those lawsuits. I'm just putting that out there. It's not just speculation. He got it from Diddy. Hello, Epic.
Hi.
The poor
Welcome to our
man.
crazy conversation.
I feel so welcome.
But no, like realistically, like Jennifer Lopez did things with Justin Bieber when he was underage. Um, Jennifer Lopez was part of the parties. Okay. Cassie was actually bringing girls to Diddy parties. Um, so I mean, you can't play victim at this point. Like, I'm sorry, you can't play victim at this point. You can pretend, but let's be honest. The only reason Cassie brought that lawsuit against Diddy was because she knew shit was about to go down, and she wanted to try to put that her lawsuit out first so she can act like she's a victim when she knows damn well she's part of the problem.
Yeah,
But now
I'm
that
gonna
she
say,
had her lawsuit out there first, she looks like a victim. She ain't no damn victim.
I'm gonna say something and maybe some relevancy to it. I have a friend who is a psychiatrist do psychiatry to children. He said, and he's also said abusers do protect their predators or abuser, the abuser, the victim. And I'm like, what? Why would you want to protect somebody who is that bad?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's insane. It's you know what it is. It is pure evil. Pure evil.
It's beyond evil.
No, it is evil. Pure
I
evil.
said it's beyond evil. I mean, it's an unspeakable evil that it's so far beyond. It, if you get what I mean.
Like just pure evil. And the fact that to find out that foster care centers are actually pimping out these children to these people. Like, they're not kids that have families, that have moms and dads. They're foster kids that are in foster care programs in our cities and in our states. That these
You know what?
foster care centers are being paid to give these children to these abusers. That's fucking sick.
You know, here's my biggest question. What about if they were going into family, pulling their kids out of the house because they want to claim there's abuse and all that, making a case that is not really legit to take the kid out of their home and making them go into foster care and doing that? I'm wondering if they're doing those very things because they are recruiting kids by taking them away from the parents. I wonder if that's what's going on.
But
That's
you
my
know
big
what?
question.
But you know
That's
what?
my big question.
They said politicians were involved in it as well.
I mean, we
And
get
I'm
human
actually
trafficking every freaking fucking day, so it's not really surprising whatsoever.
well, yeah, it's like a $1 billion business in the United States alone, which is really freaking sad. But I'm actually looking forward to the Diddy trial to start because he was advised not to get on the stand, but he is determined to get on the stand. And I'm telling you right now, he is determined to get on that stand because he's about to name drop like crazy. Because he already said, if I'm going down, I'm taking all them fuckers down with me. He is going to get on that stand during trial and he is going to name after name after name. And there's politicians on those lists. And I'm going to tell you what,
Oh,
And I'm gonna be
you want
completely
to,
honest with you. He's gonna turn into another Jeffrey Epstein because pretty soon they're gonna wind up saying, "Oh, he died by quote unquote suicide," which is everybody knows is completely bullshit.
Diddy ain't gonna die. They ain't gonna suicide Diddy. They ain't gonna suicide Diddy. I guarantee you they ain't gonna suicide Diddy. They're not gonna
They
suicide him.
said the same shit about Jeffrey
if
Epstein, and
Diddy
look where it
if
ended.
Yeah,
if
but he
Diddy
was
goes to
he was
jail, those people will kill him.
that he's already in jail. They're not going to suicide Diddy. I can promise you that.
If that would have stopped people so far. Oh, you're in jail. Oh no, I can't touch you.
Exactly.
No, but I'm telling you,
Well,
they're not going to suicide Diddy. If they wanted to suicide Diddy, they would have already suicided Diddy. They're not going to suicide him.
I'm gonna tell you.
No,
I'm gonna
not
tell you something.
necessarily.
This came from a guy who went to prison. He didn't go to prison. That he went to prison because it was a drug thing that he got involved for a few years. And he has told me some things like if you are like pedophiles, child molesters, and things like that, you're going to get raped, beat up. He didn't say anything about people getting killed. We can see that comes too. These people in prison, there's two things about people in prison that they don't like: pedophiles
Oh, I
and
can
people
guarantee you.
who people raping folks like 80s and 90-year-old folks.
All right, but
These people, these
Rich,
people, yeah, yeah.
Diddy is in a high security, and he's not around any other inmate.
That doesn't matter. There are always ways.
I
Like they
agree with
haven't done
Kat.
it.
He's
They
They're
not
gonna
haven't done it.
wrong.
They haven't done it so
it,
far because they could have hide. They could. They still were hiding
Always.
it. Now that it comes out, they are under pressure. One against I don't know 30 other celebrities, and many with more power than Diddy. Who the fuck's gonna stop them? Police? Fuck no.
I am. I'm gonna fucking stop him. I'm a
Oh,
badass.
sit your ass
I'm a
down on the couch and just
badass.
enjoy the
She said,
road.
"I'm a badass."
I'm a badass. I'll expose all them fuckers. All of them. No, I think though, realistically, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't care if they have Diddy on suicide watch. I don't care if they have all that. They're not gonna suicide him. Because here's the thing. If you suicide Diddy, it ain't gonna be like Epstein, okay? It's gonna be a whole different ball game. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if something happens to Diddy and Diddy ain't is gone, they suicide him. That don't mean the shit's gone. Y'all do realize, like, and oh
Take a
man,
look what happened to Epstein. When he was in prison and jail, suicide. What's going to happen to Diddy? And guess what? What's going to happen? The next person and the next person. We're going to find there's going to be a pattern. It's going to
where's
hit big news and pattern.
where's his sons at? Where's Diddy's sons at?
I have no idea. The last time I heard, they were somewhere in the west.
Yeah, where's Diddy's kids at? Diddy's sitting in prison on suicide watch, and they're thinking they're gonna suicide Diddy. Where are his sons at? Because if they think they're gonna suicide Diddy, and his kids are just gonna move on like nothing just fucking happened, do you really think his kids don't have shit? Do you really think this
All
motherfucker was
of
not
his
prepared
kids.
for shit like this? Do y'all
All
not
of
know?
his kids.
Here's the problem. Diddy and Epstein are two different people. Okay, they're two different fucking people.
One's white, one's black, correct.
Well, yeah, but even their way of thinking and their mindset, okay? Because when Epstein died, everything died with him. Do you really think if they do something to Diddy, everything is gonna die with him? No. This motherfucker is prepared. Okay? He got people in other countries that got information and videotapes and evidence, and he got his kids. People need to be worrying about what his sons are doing right now. Because you think they gonna suicide Diddy and his sons just gonna pretend like nothing ever fucking happened? No, they're ready for something to happen to their dad. I'm telling you, this Diddy is not. Look, he needs to be in jail. That's where he belongs. But he is not the person everybody think he is. He is not going to be the person that you're going to try to suicide or try to get rid of to make things quiet. Because you better believe he is not the only person that has this shit. And if you're going to try to bring him down, he got people out there ready to bring you the fuck down, whether he's dead or not. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. This is Diddy we're talking about.
Threats and money still speak a loud language.
What?
Threats and money still speak a loud language.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, it's gonna take some.
Money and power.
It's gonna take.
Very loud.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say this. It's gonna take some Al Capone shit to take down the Diddy empire, man. You can kill Diddy, but that's not gonna take his empire down. You can kill Diddy, but his empire is still going to stand because I'm telling you, he's not stupid.
Tell me
So
what
here's one
happened when
question that I want
Epstein
to
died.
ask.
Whose empire it was? There's a parallel. Look at Epstein. Look at Diddy. There's somebody behind all this. The empire is still. See, here's the thing: is the
Because
problem is
Diddy's
that these
not the whole
people,
empire. Diddy's
there
not the
is,
whole empire. He's just the fall
that,
guy.
that, yeah,
Even
yeah.
worse.
Because that's why
He's
I
the,
said there's a bigger fish out there. Where's the bigger fish? Get them out. Because
The
nobody
United
is
States of
going to.
America.
you will never
No.
No,
find the big
no.
fishes
It's
ever.
not just United States. This is happening in Europe.
Okay,
EpicKat
so
can tell you about it.
y'all
United
want
Like I
States
to
said, I had a
is not
question.
alone is involved in this mess. I'm gonna tell you something. When the war's going on with Syria and Ukraine recruiting these people, what do you think is happening?
What the
We
fuck
don't
does
hear what's going
Syria?
on in Europe.
What the fuck
look.
does Syria and the Middle East has anything to do with fucking P Diddy? Will
I
you
have no
please?
No,
clue.
what
Will you
I'm
please
gonna
make
tell.
Hey,
that
hey,
point
Wait a
hey.
clear?
minute, wait a minute, Dean. What I'm saying, look what's happening in the United States. What do you think is happening in Europe? Something similar to what's going on in Diddy. and
Well,
Europe.
No, but
like
here,
I said. But anyway, moving along.
now
It got
listen.
nothing to do with anything.
Let me ask y'all a question. Okay. When y'all think of rap, who are the two top people y'all think of?
Eminem.
No, I mean like empire, like rap empire.
I don't listen to a whole lot of rap, so I have no idea.
Again, Eminem.
Okay, so yeah, Eminem is a really good rapper, but I'm talking empire.
Eminem.
You got two main rap empires. Okay,
Jay-Z, I
Diddy,
guess. Dr. Dre.
but listen, Diddy runs one of them. Okay, Jay Z
Big Boy
runs the other.
Record, isn't that his?
No, Bad Boy record.
Oh,
Bad
I
Boy.
was
So you
close.
got Diddy
Oh,
running. Listen, let me finish. You got
I heard
Diddy.
about I've heard about Bad Boys.
That's his
Very
record
little about
label.
it, but I heard of them.
That's his record label. I mean, it's been around for years. That's where 112 came from. That's where a lot of people came from. All right, I'm just saying, Bad Boy Records. It's nothing new. Um,
There's that song that uh like Bad Boys, what you gonna do? Uh, those are the
that
words. Bad Boys, what you gonna do?
that's not even Bad Boy Records. That's Will Smith. Okay. Anyways,
I was
um,
gonna say.
but
Close
um.
so far.
So okay, so you have the Diddy Empire and you got the Jay Z Empire. Okay, those are the two. They got two, those are the two biggest empires right now in the rap world. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you right now, they're not much different. Okay, and they're not beefing empires either. Okay, you take down Diddy, his empire still stands. I'm just putting that out there. You get rid of Diddy, it ain't gonna get rid of
Somebody
the
else
problem.
takes it. They're gonna take to some place.
Well,
So
I
now
said that
here's
Somebody's
before.
gonna
so
take
now
that
here's a
place.
question
You
that I want to
you
ask
get rid
you.
of you get rid of Diddy, and then instead of two empires, you got one empire, and the only empire. And then they come together, they collide, and then Jay Z runs the entire fucking rap.
Here's the thing: is that what's going on? If you take a look, when you say celebrities, what's the combination with Epstein's? Tell me that combination in Epstein.
Well,
Celebrity,
before we get
people
into
in
that,
high politician,
what
and
are
Diddy,
they?
politician.
No, I want to talk
It
about
shows
Hugh. I want to talk about Hugh
there's
Hefner.
some big people. Maybe Joe Biden is
No,
part of
I
those
want
groups too.
I want to talk
Rick,
about
Joe
wanna
Biden
hear
Hugh
does a
something
Hefner.
very
funny?
stupid ass thing, but
Yeah, I want to hear something funny.
Since Rick said something about Joe Biden. 3 hours ago, the case of Diddy Combs was assigned a new judge. That judge is under President Joe Biden.
Well, of course,
Of course.
of course. I mean, hello.
And the guy's
Um,
only there for like a year and a half or two. So it's not like
he doesn't even know where the fuck he's standing at. But here's my question to you: we all know who Tupac is. We all know who Biggie is, correct?
wait, who is?
Biggie Smalls, Christopher
Uh,
something,
no, the first one you said,
Tupac.
Tupac. Okay.
I don't know if he's involved in it, but whatever. I do know that Biggie was I think he was like a good friend of Diddy or whatever. What do you think? Because
Um,
that is what my, because like I said, he's dead, so he can't really come out and speak.
do you want to know what I think, or do you want to know what I know?
Well, both.
If there's so- if
Okay.
there's something where somebody that Diddy was trying to recruit
I
and
didn't
No,
want to
listen,
so
speak.
didn't
I
want to
didn't
do
feel
a
like I
label
asked
and
to.
did not. Wait a minute, didn't want to be a part of. This is a singer, a record. Didn't want to have anything to do with Diddy, but went to another record label. Who was
Mariah
that for?
Carey, Mariah Carey turned
I,
Mariah Carey turned down a record deal with Bad Boy. He went with Def Jam instead.
Yeah, she was actually
But
smart in doing so. But anyway,
but anyways, so here's I can tell you what I think, but I can also tell you what I know. So here's what I know. Okay. So you brought up Tupac and Biggie. Diddy had both of them killed. Okay. And it goes it goes a lot deeper than that. And if you put everything together, it makes fucking sense. So you guys know who Faith Evans is, right?
Kind of.
Who?
She was married to Biggie. She's
Yeah,
a
yeah, 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 yeah.
hip
Yeah.
hop singer. Okay, so
I was wondering about his wife.
huh?
What is going on with her?
Oh, R&B, whatever. She was an R&B singer. Okay, my husband corrected me, not hip hop R&B singer. Anyways, she was married to Biggie, but here's what you guys might not know, but is actually widespread. Like, if you follow R&B and hip hop and stuff, if you follow the story, then you know this. So she was actually with Tupac at first. She was with Tupac. Her and Tupac were doing their thing. Okay,
Yeah, because
and
I remember that because of the movie that came out based on
yeah,
Biggie's life.
she was with Tupac. She joined Bad Boy Records, and I don't want to say she was forced, but she was coerced into dating Biggie. It always be the hottest thing, you know, the two hottest, stars on Bad Boy dating and blah 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 blah. She was still fucking Tupac on the side. Biggie knew this. Diddy knew this. Okay, she ends up marrying Biggie. All right, and even though she's still doing her thing on the side with Tupac, things go sideways, and Tupac ends up.
Wasn't Biggie also like extremely abusive towards her or some crap?
Yeah, but so Tupac ends up getting shot. After Tupac gets shot, phone calls are made. Two phone calls are made, right? One of them is from Faith Evans. One of them is from Diddy. Both of them asked the same question: was that us? Were we the ones that took him out? Faith Evans and P Diddy had Tupac killed. Now, Diddy had Biggie killed. The reason why Diddy had Biggie killed is because Biggie was getting bigger than Diddy. And if you're on Diddy's record label,
That
you
was not
can't
happening.
be bigger than Diddy. Let me ask you this. Have y'all ever seen, y'all know, like, okay, 112, you got Mace, you got Biggie. Every time they did a video, who was always in the video?
Either Diddy or Faye Evans.
Not me.
There was never a Bad Boy Records music video done that Diddy was not in. Diddy was in every single Bad Boy video, regardless of whether it was his song. He didn't even have to be in the song, but you saw his face in that video. Biggie was killed because he was getting to be bigger than Diddy was. Now, Diddy also had Bad Boy Records had a rapper named Mace. Mace had a couple. I actually liked Mace. He was a good rapper. He ended up leaving Bad Boy. Not only did he leave Bad Boy, but he actually left and became a pastor. Okay, like he gave his life to Jesus. He became a pastor because of the stuff that he saw with Diddy and being a part of Bad Boy. That shit was so disturbing to him and so intoxicated that he left that environment and became a pastor. Like,
But
come
going
on.
back to Tupac a little bit.
But here's my question: is
Hold
what's
on.
he doing as a
Hold on.
pastor? What's he doing
Hold
as a
on.
pastor? Go ahead.
Hold on. Because I want to go back into Tupac a little bit. Because apparently they said that they discovered his quote unquote killer. So explain that little situation if Diddy is behind it.
Because the killer that they got was the hitman that Diddy paid to kill Tupac. Did you not watch the interview, the police interview with the person they got?
I've been trying to find it, but I never find it.
He spilled the beans. He spilled the beans. Like he said,
Public doesn't know.
as soon as it hit the news, Faith Evans is calling him. Diddy's calling him. Was that us? Did you take that hit? Did you do it? He spilled the fucking beans. And the shit is, everybody knew it. Everybody knew he did
Did
it.
you do it? When you said, "Did you do it?" That's an admission of getting someone to do it for you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now I'm gonna be
Now,
honest
whether
with you.
that's a missive in court, but it's a missive to the public mind. Oh yeah, you did it.
Now I'm gonna be honest with you. Faith Evans had something to do with Tupac's death. I don't think she had anything to do with Biggie's because they did have kids together. They did, you know what I mean? I don't think she was part of having Biggie killed, but she did have something to do with Tupac getting killed.
Yeah, cause that's the little story where it's like a little bit fishy to me.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And it's crazy because I mean,
Cause
even
they
like
blamed it on the West Coast East Coast BS.
which I always thought was fucking funny because I mean Tupac was born in New York, man.
Yeah, and it's like, then no one's blaming him like, oh yeah, West Coast, and I'm like, what?
I'm gonna ask you a
I mean,
And it
question.
yeah,
wasn't until
I
I
will.
looked up
Where,
his birthplace and it says New York. I'm like,
I
you,
will,
and
I
I was
will
like, he
tell
was
you
born in
though.
New York.
I will tell you though. I will tell you
can
though.
I ask y'all this big question? And
Sure.
this is pondering. Where all the big records are at? We know one is in Las Vegas. Where's the rest of them?
The big what?
Big record, big record label. Where's the rest of them?
All over the country. You got
America.
you.
Well, see,
I
here's my
mean,
point. You know what's going on in Las Vegas? There's a big record label. You got several of them in Los Angeles, folks. And you got, and we also talked about a few months ago about Nickelodeon.
don't you
Tell me,
have
there's a circle of that shit going on, part of my language, where
I
exploiting
think
young, young people. And it's
I
still
th-
going on in the West. I wonder if I want to live in the West with all
I
that shit.
think I think what's gonna call it? Now, are we talking um like what? Are we talking like hip hop rap labels or like labels in general?
Record label. You know, the big record label, R&B and rock. And what's the one in Las Vegas? Um,
So I
they're,
know
they're the big,
Def Jam is in New York. Um,
Yeah, because that one I know for a fact is extremely well known.
yeah, Def Jam is in New York. Um,
because here's the
I
thing is, they get young singer. I'm going to tell you one thing.
Okay, so
This,
EMG, Light Music Group, that's the one that's in um EMG's in Las Vegas. Um, so EMG's in Las Vegas, Def Jam is in New York. Um, Bad Boy Records is wherever the fuck Diddy is.
That's it, that wherever the fuck Diddy is.
I mean, shit. Is it in Florida? Is it in California? Who fucking knows? And actually, no, you want to know why I said it's wherever Diddy is? Because it's the only one that I searched that doesn't have an actual location.
Oh
It
wow.
just It just says founder, Diddy, CEO, Diddy, founded 1993. Okay, where the fuck's it located? Wherever the fuck Diddy is.
Pretty much. Where's it located? On the email address.
Right? Wherever the fuck I say it is, motherfucker. Saying I'm joking. But yeah, so, you know?
Say it, girl.
I only know where Def Jam is because that's where Mariah Carey, that's the label Mariah Carey's on now. And she just has to walk down the street to go to this recording studio because she lives in Long Island. But, I don't know, man. Oh,
you know,
that's
I
like,
want to say something. Go ahead.
it's just like it when you think about it though, right? So if you think about the information that we do know is factual. Because like I said at the beginning of it, like some of this is not factual. Like what I was reading earlier is an actual affidavit of truth from a victim. But a lot of what you see on the media, especially social media, Facebook and YouTube and stuff, you can't believe when like all of what you hear. But what we do know is that these parties were happening. Celebrities, politicians, all kinds of people were doing some really effed up shit to each other and to kids and to animals and all kinds of crazy shit at these parties. All right.
Can
And
I cut into this one?
yeah.
Uh, I saw on X. I'm on X. We all know that's Twitter. Somehow, when I looked into my home, it said there's something about Diddy and an X and Diddy, and it took me to this particular site. I watched it go. I had the volume down. I didn't hear, but I can tell you that girl looks high as a kite, and Diddy's right there kissing her on the cheek. You could
Yeah.
tell. You could tell. Now that girl is maybe, I don't know, maybe I don't know what her age is. I really can't tell. She's probably had makeup on. I don't know.
Too young.
But and yeah, they're younger than 18. I tell you, I'm thinking. I don't know, but that's the video right there, and that's the leak video. And Dean and Monique may have seen it because I posted and show it because we were talking about Diddy a couple of days ago, and I was showing that what came from X leads to that. Oh God!
I'm telling you though, like it's what this shows us is that it goes a lot deeper than what we thought, and it's heartbreaking. It's disturbing. It's pure evil. And I mean, I don't even know what else to say except for, man, we need Jesus, man. We need this world has gone too far. We need God.
Well,
God needs to
can I
intervene.
can can I say this? What's happening is, back then before we had all these media and all that, these are the very things that have been going on that are being quiet. Now, because we got technologies and things are leaking out and all that, we hear them. But what's happening? Drugs and prostitution is so embedded in our society. Some of us is not going to be involved in it.
I
But
honestly, I wish we can go back to the days when the only thing we worried about was somebody riding through the city on a horse screaming, "The British are coming! The British are coming!"
None of us were born during that time. So you want to talk
I'm
back
just
then?
but
But I'm just
but
saying, I'd rather be in a time period where the only thing we had to worry about was the fucking king and the British coming in to destroy us, okay? Because what we got today, like I could do without all this, okay? I'm just saying, we got we got Biden as president, like that's an embarrassment, okay? Like how did we even get where we are today? We got FEMA that is stopping people from bringing in aid to our cities that were destroyed by hurricanes. Okay, we got
Well,
Kamala.
technically, there's. Well, this is going off topic, but
she mentioned
apparently
she
the
mentioned
strike that.
Bema ran out of money,
FEMA's
Well,
and
broke.
that's the problem.
as I was
Go ahead.
saying, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by Rich, was the fact that the now they can do a whole lot more because apparently I just found out that the the port strike or whatever it is, they finally reached a deal, so they're definitely bringing a lot of supplies all over now.
Oh yeah, they reached the deal just in time, right? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Kamala. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Harris was the one that caused the strike to begin with. She's in cahoots with the union, and yeah, she just saved the fucking day. I guarantee you, we're gonna find out. Well, I spoke to the union reps, and we got this plan go. Yeah, fuck you, Harris. Anyways, um, so we had Kamala Harris on there earlier today talking about some. We're gonna give $750 to the families of. What is $750 gonna do? They
Well,
literally
what did
lost
I say?
everything.
What did I say, Lanique?
It's ridiculous.
It's just enough to pay their rent payment.
It's ridiculous.
Not even.
Yeah, isn't he very
Ask Dean
close?
how long $750 is gonna help him with the rent.
No, that's
Yeah,
enough to pay for like 2 months, and that's it.
Well,
that
I
ain't gonna
commented
do
on Monique
nothing.
that that's going to take care of their 1 month rent, but where are they going to pay for the electricity bill? Where are they going to pay for the food? Where are they going to pay for whatever?
Exactly.
Where's it gonna buy them? Where's it gonna buy them? It ain't. They ain't got nowhere to go. They can't go to no shelters. They can't go to no hotels. Because all the illegals are in those. They told them they couldn't use the stadium because it's football season. Where are these people supposed to go?
Oh yeah, by the way.
Take a look. Dean is in this city that has that problem. He can exactly tell you what's going on in his city, which is
Oh, I
what's
can tell you,
happening.
I can go on
Well,
and on and on.
Yeah, don't start.
No, like I can go on and on and on about that, but we don't got time for that shit. So next,
No, we're slowly but surely trying to end the podcast, and Rick's is trying to hype people up more.
sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
But
I'm sorry.
no, you're good. But like I was saying, like it just goes to show that this is an evil world that we're living in, and I mean, hopefully the darkness continues to come to the light. But if the darkness is going to come to the light, and we're all still just going to sit around it, and we're going to cover it up, and we're going to put it back in the darkness, and we're going to pretend like it doesn't exist, and what we're seeing is not real, then it's not going to help anything. Sadly, like it can come to the light all at once, but once it comes to the light, we have to actually do something to stop it. But right now, all we're seeing is it's being put right back in the dark.
The only thing I want to know is I want to see who else is involved in this shit.
Dude, you know what? I'm telling you.
Because
Next week,
we
The
already
fuck did he
know
ask?
Jennifer Lopez is involved in this 100%.
next next week, we'll do a special podcast. I will give y'all the entire story of Diddy and the entire story of Jay-Z. Like
Oh boy.
y'all think y'all know, y'all don't know yet.
But you know what, Monique?
We're
Even with
almost the
that
same age.
story,
What the hell do
it's
you
not
mean?
it's
Whew,
not a full
what?
story. There's a lot more going on. I mean,
Oh,
there's
there
10 times more than what is going on in the story.
and on top of that, we all sitting here worried about port strikes and Diddy parties and we're about to go into World War III. They just trying to distract us. That's all they doing.
Yeah, I'm interested to
And
hear about that because I heard World War III and I was like, oh great, that's perfect. If it kills me
Oh
faster,
no,
that would be
guess,
amazing.
guess what I mentioned to Monique about that when
no,
we were
here,
talking
this.
about World War
Go
Three.
ahead.
We were talking about like Israel. You know, Israel is already fighting the Hamas. Now Hezbollah, Iran is involved. Guess what? Somebody's going to start stepping in and stepping in the toes of it, and it's going to get United States involved. And what happened when you
No,
and and what
we're
happened to
already
allies
involved.
of Russia? Russia's going to get involved. We're
Okay,
going to end up going to war with China too.
At this point, we can all agree that Rick hates Russia for whatever reason.
all right, we're gonna end it with this. I'm gonna say something and I'll let everybody do their last words or whatever. So
Aw.
I know, right? Sucks. So, but anyways,
That's a
um,
good point.
I will. I'm gonna end it with this. We were talking about World War III, so I'm gonna say this real quick. Rick, we're already involved in World War III, so you better buckle up, okay? Uh, it was announced today that we are sending troops to the Middle East, and our government, the Congress passed an
Again?
amendment, and Congress passed an amendment to the Select Service Act, which is the Draft Act. So be prepared to. The U.S. is going to officially launch World War III. That's our big October surprise for election year 2024. Just putting
Oh,
out.
I can't wait to
Girl,
see.
we already have World War III. What are you talking about?
The only thing I
Well,
can't wait to see is these
there
gender non-binary. I am a he, she, they, he, her, us, we, them, he, whatever the fuck. Being in the war, being thinking it's all sunshine and fucking rainbows, with a gun, thinking, well, with a little finger up in the air, going, no, I am not going to fight. Kiss my fucking ass.
Then they're not going to let
That is my fucking closing argument.
they're not going to let them fight because they're going to deem them mentally in. and capable. Just saying. That's just the truth. They're gonna say they're not mentally able to fight in war. So,
Of course not,
but
because
anyways,
nobody can't. They can't decide one fucking gender.
exactly. All right, Rick's closing arguments. I feel like we're in court right now.
I think pretty much I have said all that stuff that covered up. I'm gonna say, the world. We're talking about how the bad things in the world that, and that people have said they don't want to bring their children in the world. But guess what? You didn't bring them children in the world. What do you think is happening? There's more things. How about bringing children in the world and help them to get to and build that good thing so we can really suppress all these bad things we have happening?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
Epic, you got it. Oh,
Lenique's doing a good job of keeping her kids in line.
my kids know better. My kids know better. I wish somebody would try to do. Nope, nope, nope. Because I'll tell you right now, that was any of my kids. Diddy would have been dead a long time ago. Fuck that shit. I would have walked into that fucking party he'd have been dead a long fucking time ago. Don't shit. Don't get me hyped up over that race. Don't you know how I am when it comes to my kids, man? Diddy would have been done.
I know how you are.
I would have been the CEO of Bad Boy Records. Trust and believe. Okay, I would have taken that motherfucker out. Just saying. All right, Epic, you got any closing remarks?
No, not really. Well, this
Alright,
is bunch of shit. I'm still collecting funds for my island.
Oh, well, that's good though. Alright, so we are going to end this. Goodbye, everybody.